Good evening, everyone. The Great Lakes Rodeo came to the Marquette County Fairgrounds today, and it always is a great day for the rodeo when you don't have any rain. You can see some of the animals that would be on center stage for today's activities that included bull riding to mutton busting, and of course, no good rodeo starts without the presentation of Old Glory. We'll see our first bull rider of the competition. That's Johnny Braska, and Johnny will try to stay on there. He gave a nice little effort. You can see him staying on, hanging on, but of course the bull was just a bit too strong for him. A little later on, and how about a qualified ride? That's right, Brandon, the Michigan Toro Twister, would be the only member of the first group to stay on to qualify. You see him there. He actually scored 83 points, and a little bit of celebration there for Brandon. The next event was the team roping competition, and of course it is never good. It's a never good sign, at least, when neither rope gets on the steer. You see the first one a little bit there, but the bull runs exactly where it needs to go. But there, of course, was a little bit of success. The Sheegan boys, Mike and Cash, would get their first rope on, and you'll see here catching the back leg with the second rope, and that would be a successful ride for them. The day would also consist of barrel racing for the grand prize of a belt buckle. This is Amanda, and she would finish high on the leaderboard for the day. And of course, it would not be a successful rodeo without getting the kiddos involved with a little mutton busting.
It's really exciting, and I was in shock and still kind of am. It has been really fun. It's a really fun experience.
It's amazing. I've worked really hard for it. I can't believe it's happened. And I'm really happy. It's going really great. It's not raining, which is awesome. Everything's going well. There's no hurt cowboys. It's great as it can be.
It has been an amazing weekend. The weather was perfect, the volunteers were perfect, the stands were packed, and it was just an awesome weekend. Be sure to mark your calendars for next year's rodeo, Father's Day weekend.
And for great family entertainment, be sure to check out a rodeo. There are several more that are going to come up this summer. From the rodeo to basketball. That's Marquette for the Girls All-Star Basketball Classic. The South would be wearing white in this game. The South would get on the board first thanks to Class D state champion duo of Margot Brown and Sarah Smith. Smith was a force inside the paint all game. It took the North a few minutes to get the offense going. The Sioux's Bree Swan finds Ewan Trout Creek's Molly Niemi for three. And then going back the other way, Waters meets Franny Zielinski. Goes ahead to Kingsford's Molly Wilt-Zias. For the layup, she had 8 points. Wilt-Zias was short with her next attempt, but another 32. Mid-Peninsula's Hunter Brandstrom gets the putback. She also had 8 points and 6 rebounds. The South had a 28-18 lead in the first half before the North started chipping away. Houghton, Sydney Dillinger spots Calumet's Ellen Twardzik underneath for 2, 10 points and 11 rebounds for the Copper King. Swan to Jeffers, Hallie Makala. The North had a 17-3 run to the end of the half, leading 35-31. The future Finlandia player had 9 points. Second half for the South's Escanaba, Michelle Lefebvre to St. Smith's for 2. She led all scorers with 20 and grabbed a team-high 11 rebounds. Gwynn's Ellie Olson and North Dickinson's Miranda Jacobson for 2. She'll play at Lakeland College next year. Calumet's Lexi Rowe would find Marquette's Hunter Vitola for 3 of her own, and that was over 12 points. The future Northwood player was the three-point shooting champion. The North slowly pulled away. The Blue Devils' Bree Swan sank this jumper to give the North a 67-55 lead. The North went on to win 68-62. Swan led her team with 19 points, and she was the most valuable player. Swan says the Hubner-Vitola duo sparked her team to the win.
Shayla and Hunter were on the same team, so they knew what they were doing, and at the end they were trapping a little bit more and jumping the passes, and I think that's what helped us a lot in the second half.
Hunter and Shayla and Bree doing their thing up there, that's really what made the difference in just getting those critical steals and taking chances and capitalizing. It was definitely the defense that turned the game.
Swan will attend Arizona State University this fall. She hasn't determined whether sports will be in her future in the warm weather. Nearly a dozen players from this game will play basketball in college.